Y'all know if I get up, I go to bed early, we're gonna have an early class. You ain't went to bed. Oh no. I got to get my sleep. CERCA be grouchy and stuff. If I don't get my sleep, I'm an angry person. Don't mess with me. Leave me alone. And when I go to sleep, I be dreaming and stuff, waking up to go pee. Like, no, don't mess with my sleep. Don't do that. Nah, my kids already know. Because I don't, if I do sleep, like, especially when I have my kids, I didn't sleep more than 5 hours a night. Leave me alone. You're not about to come here and wake me up. Good morning, everybody. So I wanted us to read a super interesting story. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Sonia. Good morning, Auntie. Good morning, Vicky. Everybody. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning. Good morning. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening, depending on where you are. Ooh, this shoulder. I'm gonna have to hit my back with that thing. Oh wait. Never mind. Anyway, y'all ready to read early or what? Because I want to read this with y'all and see what y'all think about it. You only sleep 4 hours a night, right? Right, Auntie? Right. Yeah. That used to be the thing. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I like this new life. I can sleep however long I want to. That make me happy now. I ain't gonna lie. If the kids ain't here, I can sleep. It's great. I hate to say it, but it's a nice thing. I ain't got nobody I gotta be running after or nothing. It's amazing to me. Okay. Sorry. I gotta get some of this queen cream on. You was just reading First Enoch, good job. I was so wanting to read, wishing the family was on, and bam, I got the notification. Y'all are hilarious. And I'm an old lady, so I'm rubbing my being gay on in the morning so I get these old muscles moving. Good morning, Tiff. Good morning, Rosalie. Is it Rosalie? Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Okay, so we're going to be in the regular Bible today. And I'm going to tell y'all how I read this, and I think you should do this as well. Just sometimes, not all the time. I think you take those off. Now I see what, like, folks that wear glasses, like, have so many different things in their glasses. Because, you need to be able to see it all different kinds of ways, you know. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Up close, far away, and the like. Give me 1 second, y'all. Ugh. No, girl. Yes. There it is. All right. So, I'm going to wait about, we only been in here 3 minutes. I'm going to wait till 10 minutes. Is that okay with y'all? Gorilla, get out of my class, and you weird. You don't have no life and you don't get no action. Anytime you gotta go to the internet soliciting sex from people, that lets me know you get absolutely no play. Sucks for you, bro. You can't even get people in real life. You got to go, man. How old are you? That's tragic. Because these people like throwing coochie at people. So the fact that you gotta come here and do that, mm, damn it. Yo, you don't get no action. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't. That's what you just showed me by saying that. Sucks for you. Because this chick's out here, all you get to go take him is get them a little McDonald's sandwich, baby, and they got their head, the knees back to their ears. Like, what is you doing wrong, homie? Huh? You crazy? We are in the internet era. You can get everywhere you go, and you got to come in here and solicit it. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I would not do that. Sorry, people. Good morning. Is I'm wrong or is I'm right? You don't have nothing else to do better. Go away. Go bug somebody else. Shoe fly. Don't bother me. This is a happy environment, so you're probably not gonna like it here. Trolls, they just disappear. They don't. They either become family members or they just go away. I know the only attention you used to getting is negative. Poor baby. Your life sucks. You don't get no action and don't nobody talk to you unless you irritated. You probably follow chicks around the grocery store, don't you? Follow them home and act like you're giving white van vibes right now. Like we gonna see you on the news for talking to a 17-year-old girl. Like that's what we get. That's what we get from you. Oh, okay. You're an idiot. It's the only way you ever gonna get attention from a woman. Sucks for you gonna get. Baby, you probably getting yourself together while I'm arguing with you. You gotta go. I know people like you. That costs $7.99 a minute. You might want to call your old homegirl. Sorry. Bravery. I got it. Miss 10 or Mr. 10. I don't need no ads. I got it. I'll take care of that. Thank you. I don't know if you know the rule or not, but I don't like people adding people. I got control of what I'm gonna say here. I don't need no help. Not being ugly, but I don't need no help. Yeah, we don't add people. We don't add people. Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So we got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm gonna let people get in here and then we'll figure it out. Well, I already know what I want to read, but I ain't telling y'all. I just woke up too. Well, I've been up, but I've been having a good morning just talking to God. People, listen, the fact that you want to wake up in the morning arguing, that shows how much your life sucks. Like, I'm not intimidated by that or nothing. I feel sorry for you. It's early in the morning. You should be super happy that you got another day and all of this different stuff. You're gonna wake up and think somebody wanna hear some stupid stuff like that. Like you don't have a life, bro. Sucks for you. You don't have a life. Like I can see the misery all in your speech. You ain't making me feel nothing. I feel sorry for you. Anytime you want to agitate a person you don't know, that says a lot about your life. That's the only look. You was the kid that didn't get hugged, baby. The only time somebody talked to you was when they was yelling at you. Like that stuff come out in your adult life. I didn't even see his pic, India. You know, Auntie eyes ain't about nothing right now. So maybe God did that for a reason. Maybe he did that for a reason. Listen, y'all pay attention to how people be. I promise you, you could tell a lot about a person if you just watch or look at what they say. You know what I mean? Like, people be screaming out for help, and people don't even know. And that's why I just don't go. It's too peoply outside. And I scratch my damn glasses in the place. Oh, CERCA. But the it's unavoidable now. Too many scratches on here. Okay, we got no 20 seconds. I done scratch these glasses up because they just be places. I'm proud of myself. Because y'all know how rough I am on stuff. I'm very proud of myself. Thank you, Auntie K, for sending me these. I just posted Nicest pair of glasses I ever had in my life. The first pair, really. I mean, I had like some reading glasses back in the day, but I had to have to see all the time. Yep. And so I tried to take extra good care of them. Because y'all know strong arms help. Ridiculous. All right. Here we go. So, 1 Samuel 19 is where I want to read today. Good job. 1 Samuel 19. But when I read it, y'all, I want to show y'all. Like when you first study in the Bible or you getting into your studies and stuff, I encourage y'all. I encourage y'all to, when you get on Bible Gateway, do this. See, I got Easy Read and the New International Version side by side. It's a great tool. Okay, you can do KJV, whatever versions you want to use. But I think that this is a good thing for y'all to do when you first studying and learning, or even if you've been studying a long time, it still helps. Okay, that's why I like Bible Gateway, because you can read two, I think 3 or 4 versions of the Bible. They didn't upgrade it now. It used to only be 2, but I think you can do more. So you can have like 4 Bibles open at one time, looking at how things have changed and whatever. But it also can give you a different understanding because some of them listen names, some of them don't. Some of you know what I mean. So no, you don't have to have the app. It's online. You can have the app, which is cool because you can download as many Bibles like to your phone for free as you want to when they in. You know they're on your phone. hmm But it's Bible Gateway, and you push the little 2 page button there, and you can flip flop through the versions that you want. Yes. And they have a lot of the lost books on there too. For those of you that might not have the money right now to purchase a lot of the lost books, they do have a lot of the lost books on Bible Gateway too. Okay. After that, DJ, was you here yesterday? As people come in, if they ask, do not say nothing. Let them roll up, scroll up, and find out where we at. This what we on this week. We're gonna get everybody together. Because if you've been here a while, you know. Scroll up and look what's going on and see what's going on. Yes, Bible Gateway is great. I've been using that for years. Okay, so this where we at. Let's see which way is the best. Nope, that's smaller, so let's do it this way. Okay, 13%. Of course, it is on 13%. Of course it is. You're welcome. Y'all ready? Or do y'all need some more minutes to get there? Anybody need more minutes? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. First, y'all use them thumbs to scroll all day. We gonna use them here. We gonna get them strong. Whatever motion y'all use, I don't know. We gonna get them together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You hear me? We about to get them thumbs together. Whatever scrolling fingers you use, we about to get them. We gonna get them strong. For real. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Woody. I was gonna say, why is this brightness not working? Justice. Shoot. Y'all scroll all day. Get in here. I don't know how to scroll, so can you just tell me no? Scroll like you do when you're trying to find a tea on your other social media so you can see what started the argument online. scroll like that and then go in each and individual comment to make sure you can read the whole paragraph. See, y'all act like I don't know what y'all do on your other social media sites. No, 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 no. No, Miss Gaines. Going up, babe. I'm not joking. We're not answering absolutely none of those questions. You are gonna find it. Love you. I just said that. Mm-mm. Y'all do not go in Facebook and different websites talking about, who said this? You go find it. So that's what we're doing. Love you. We encourage and searching the information over here. I love you. Mhm. We gotta start doing that, y'all. Y'all, I know y'all. I know how y'all be in folks' business. It's a scroll-a-thon and is. Let something happen on one of y'all others. Y'all gonna read all 722 comments. Tell me you ain't. Mm-hmm. Lie. Mm-mm, auntie. You can't tell them. You can't tell them the answers. But okay, who gonna be? Yeah, because you can't yell at your auntie, so you gotta just kind of be like, "What you gonna say?" No, that's I won't do that. Uh-uh. Yep. Okay, so here we go. A whole bunch of them, but we about to get moving. Oh, okay, auntie. Oh, okay. See how she got me together. She said, it wasn't posted on YouTube. Sorry, auntie. You see? You see? It wasn't posted over here. It was not posted over here. Sorry, auntie. You see how that works? You just stay in your lane. Oh, okay, auntie. I'm sorry. Listen, I said I'm sorry. I knew it. You see how you just ease on out the room? She said it wasn't listed on here. That's when you just like turn around and walk out. Oh, oh, sorry, auntie. You hear me? Listen, come on. There go the other troublemaker. There she go. Good morning, troublemaker. Good morning. Where's your twin? She's still sleeping? Lies. I just eased on out into the bushes, auntie. Don't worry about it. I eased right on out into the bushes. Okay, come on, y'all. It did. Ease right on out. Miss Foster. I'm trying to tell you. I ain't crazy. I'm just gonna get started on you before you get started on me this morning. Mm, mm-mm. I learned. I didn't put water all over my nose. Mm, mm. Thank you. Okay, come on, y'all. Uh, Water just splashed. Good thing it wasn't coffee. Okay, here we go. So I am going to read in the NIV version, but I do have the easy read version here. Okay. Y'all got me? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna read in the NIV. I'll probably be flip flopping back and forth. Actually, we're just gonna see. Okay. Okay. So it says Saul told his son Jonathan and all the attendants to kill David. But Jonathan had taken a great liking to David and warned him, "My father Saul is looking for a chance to kill you. Be on your guard tomorrow morning. Go into hiding and stay there. I'm going to read that again. Saul told his son Jonathan and all the attendants to kill David. But Jonathan had taken a great liking to David and warned him, my father Saul is looking for a chance to kill you. Be on your guard tomorrow morning. Go into hiding and stay there. Now, I'm going to stop right there, y'all. Because if you think about our society right now, if somebody tells somebody, hey, somebody's looking for you to unalive you, you need to go into hiding. You need to just chill for a minute. Do you know what the people of our day do? Yeah, bro. I was talking about they would have come get me, bro. Bro, come get me then, bro. Come get me. We ready, bro. I'm here, bro. Pull up. Somebody just gave you a warning. This is this nigga daddy. He said, bro, my daddy looking for you. You need to chill out. I'm going to try to calm him down. You go hide somewhere. David's a beast. He busting niggas' head. He killing giants. They were unwise. But he didn't realize just because you kill giants don't mean, just because you kill giants don't mean you can't be killed. You hear me? David could have went and, you know what I'm saying? He could have went to, like, hey, I heard you looking for me. He very well could have. But wisdom. You wanna know why? Because Saul is still the king. And he has thousands of men at his disposal that are loyal to him. Even if they don't like him, they swore an oath to the king, to protect the king and to avenge the king. So would it really be wise, right, to go and do any of that when you're going to have to be running for the rest of your life? Because you never know who's in allegiance. You could go to another city, and this is a king that has had an allegiance with King Saul, and you won't even be comfortable or safe there. You hear me? And then you got an RIP shirt on because you didn't listen. Sometimes wisdom is not, oh, I know all the information, so I'm about to. Sometimes wisdom is, oh, yeah? For real? You're not worried? I'm just listening. You ain't gonna do nothing? No, I'm gonna chill. I would. I bet you would. First of all, the fact that you running and telling me mean you be in my enemy face. So me ranting and raving in front of you is stupid, nigga. Cause you ain't about to do nothing but go back and either tell him or somebody that know him so you can run my whole plan. I ain't doing nothing. I'm about to sit back. That's what I'm about to do. You ain't worried? Nah. I'm not about to tell you. Nigga, you realize what you just told me? I can't trust you. I'm not telling you nothing. You just told me my enemy. Why you didn't pop him right there then since you so loyal to me? Why he ain't here standing it? You know what I'm saying? If you a real one, because come on, let's have this conversation right where he at, if this what we doing. But you loyal to me, but you made it out, huh? He didn't try to do nothing to you? No? Oh, okay. Well, I understand. All right. How you get away? And he just sold you his whole plan, and he know you know me. Really? Either he an idiot or you a snake. Because for anybody that know that I chill with you to feel comfortable enough to tell you that they plan to hurt me, it's something up. You feel me? You getting me? Now, what Saul didn't plan on is that God put a soft spot in Jonathan's heart to where he was like his brother. Like, man, I can't let daddy do that. This nigga didn't put his life on the line for our whole kingdom and this and that. He keeps the, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, dad, chill. But God did that. God did that. So that David would always have somebody directly connected to the king to know what was going on. You said I always got an inside eye in the inside camp. Into. You don't know who I know. You have absolutely, and I ain't about to tell you. You could be talking to me about somebody that I hang out with every day, and you don't know that I know them, and you'll never know that I know them. Huh? Why you didn't tell me you knew? I didn't know I had to. That was my business to tell. Why did you need to know that I knew them? So you know where to come looking? No. People don't think about that. You want everybody to know your moves. You want everybody to know where you at. You want. If David had that mentality, he wouldn't have been able to go nowhere and sit down and be out the way for a minute. If everybody knew every spot he always was at. Everybody don't need to know all your business every time you move. That's not safe. Because you don't know who is your real enemy and who is your real friend, crazy. Listen, y'all got to stop volunteering so much information about your location, where you be, who you be with, who you know. You got to stop doing that. It's not safe. You see what I'm saying? And be careful about name dropping, y'all. Be careful. Thank you. Be careful with that. You got to be careful. Now, God did not let you make it out of the streets for you to become ignorant. Or, as Mara say, ignorant. Love it. Because that's what my favorite auntie used to be like, boy, you ignorant. And she'd just laugh and her smile was so infectious. You got to be careful. Okay? You have got to be careful. Right. Right. And sometimes I don't even do that. You know? Sometimes I don't even, you don't even know I'm gone. Listen. So anyway, that I wanted y'all to pay attention to. That David sat down when a warning came, when a portent came. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, everybody. David sat down. He didn't get cocky. He didn't get to talking about what he was going to do. He had wisdom enough to know that I need to chill out for a minute. And how many people have had near-death experiences in whatever situation, and they go right back to it. They get, what you call it, loud mouth, get to talking crazy, this, that, and the other. That's not good war strategy if you is into it with somebody. Right? Why is you showing them what neighborhood you in? Why is you showing them what you got on? Why is you showing them the car you riding out in, where you about to go pop off at, where your mama stay? Like, what? You done put everybody you love in danger. Because somebody on there know the person, oh yeah, that car be across the street from my house. No. That part, Tom. Listen, it's a real thing. Whew. It's a real thing. Okay? So just pay attention that Paul went. I'm sorry. David went and sat down when Saul was looking for him. When that came, he didn't go just being wild and crazy, okay? Because a lot of people do that, and it's not smart. All right? Okay. So, he said, I will go out and stand with my father in the field where you are, and I'll speak to him about you and tell you what I find out. That's a true friend. Jonathan spoke well of David to Saul his father and said to him, let not the king do wrong to his servant David. He has not wronged you, and what he has done benefited you greatly. He took his life in his hands when he killed the Philistine. So if I read this on this other side, in the ERV, it says Jonathan talked to his father Saul. Jonathan said good things about David. He said, you are a king. You are the king. David is your servant. David hasn't done anything wrong to you. So don't do anything wrong to him. He has always been good to you. He risked his life when he killed the Philistine. The Lord won a great victory for Israel. You saw it and you were happy. Why do you now? I'm sorry. What do you want? Why do you want to hurt David? I'm sorry, y'all. He's innocent. There is no reason to kill him. He said, Dad, do you realize that David risked his life to kill Goliath and the other Philistines, the giants? He wasn't even going against regular people. He was going up against superhuman people. You was happy when he did that, and now all of a sudden, you want to kill him? The Philistines was coming to kill us, and he saved us. How many times have you been there to save somebody's life, and immediately after, they were trying to destroy your life? Or siphon you out of everything that you have, your sustenance for your life, your bill money, your whatever, your time, your skill, your whatever. You help this person get up, and instantly, as soon as they was up, they started trying to tear you down. How common is this spirit running around? Person upgrade your life, and as soon as you feel like you good, right? Every day. Come on, auntie. Come on. Come on. So do y'all see that really anything in life has changed when you go and you read all of this? Good morning. When you go and you read all of this, and like, dang, this still happening. These people are still popping up off the page. You said, come on. I know all about it. Nothing new under the sun. You said it, Tony. And it ain't. And it ain't. And this is why I be telling people, all you need is in the Bible if you read it, the whole Bible. Find as many books as you can. You'll get the answers. Ooh, I gotta stretch when I get off of here. Okay. So, I'm going back over here. I'm sorry, y'all, to the NIV. Saul listened to Jonathan and took this oath, as surely as the Lord lives, David will not be put to death. So Jonathan called David and told him the whole conversation. Now, did y'all see that? That's why I brought up the two versions, because it said he called him. He called him. Can somebody go Google the picture from Ancient Aliens on Google where the Anunnaki had Nokias? It's a picture. If you've ever watched Ancient Aliens, and then you can go and look on the hieroglyphs, the Anunnaki had Nokias. Please, while I go get my massager for my neck, go look. Anunnaki cell phone and then type in Nokia and tell me what you see. Go look real quick. You can see it for yourself. They literally had Nokia cell phones. Same shape and everything. If nothing is new under the sun, that means cell phones ain't either. Did you go see it, Octavia? Go look real quick. I ain't rushing nobody. They did have watches. Did y'all go look at the pictures? Ain't that crazy? Only thing different, it was written in cuneiform. Well, that's just like in Asia, the numbers, like if you go get a Chinese cell phone or what's the name cell phone, are the numbers on their phones the same? Or is it written in there like they're in the little bag they carry? Yeah. The number's just different. So did he call him? Did he call him? Because David and was living at that around this whole time. So when it said he called him, did he call him or did he call him? Well, it really looks exactly like Nokia. Yes, it does. Call Jesus and tell him what you want and do every day. This is my Jesus phone right here. Call. He called him. He called him. Listen. Okay, so is that not mind blowing? Is it? You said, "Oh my God, that's crazy." Marissa. Yeah. Just like I told y'all when it said that they took a flight. Remember it said they was taken up in the air and they took flight? And then we see that they had planes. Okay. Ain't that crazy? They used to take cosmic journeys up in the air. Exactly. Exactly. Listen, imagine them whispering secrets to help them. Listen, and we too dumb to get it. Look, though. Now do you see why I say you have to take your time and go through the Bible? And when you're studying about a race of people that the Bible mentions, when you go and start looking up their hieroglyphs and their culture, this is the stuff you find. They had traffic lights, of course they did. Good morning. Everybody over there like, nah, man, this crazy. Who said this is crazy? Shaking my head. Who did that? Like, who mouth fell open, whose eyes was big? Anybody? Me. Listen. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Ain't that crazy? Right. Yeah, I did see that. They hide so much history. And do. They do. But you know what? I don't even want to say that they hide it because it's right in front of us. We just don't know what to look for. Who will admit that you didn't know what to look for? They $35 on Amazon. They might be cheaper than that now. Right. So did they really hide it? Or did you just not want to see it? Because who, okay, let me ask you a question. Who didn't have a Bible their whole life pretty much? Or access to one? Your grandma had one, your mama had one, somebody had one. The hotels you went to had one. I know y'all done seen one in there. Because you open a drawer and put it in the drawer along with your prophylactics. So I know you seen it. Lord, I'm going to put you in a drawer because I don't want you to see what I'm about to do here. And look, everybody like, dang, sir, how you know exactly what I said? It says, called him in the King James Version as well. It does. It is time. Literally. So if you go back and you know that in Jesus' days, or before Jesus' days, in the times of Saul and David, thank you, that they had phones, and now when you go and you kind of look at right, but you know that's what people think. So when you see in the Bible that it says called, then what? Then what? What do you think now when it says that they took flight? Okay, let me answer this because we're going to get back to this because it's real good. I just want to know, how do you think that they were lifted up in the air? When it says that the Holy Spirit or this person was lifted up in the air and then dropped down 1,000 miles away. Sometimes they was in a dust devil, it says. But what happens when the jets of the plane start, or helicopter? Because it shows they had helicopters too. Is there not a dust cloud when this happens? Because constantly in the Bible it says somebody was snatched up and put down somewhere else. Or they took flight. And they weren't talking about running. Because if you look on the ancient hieroglyphs, they had flying saucers, they had planes, they had cell phones. So now do you believe that there really is nothing new under the sun? You just got to know where to look for it. Technology was already here. That's how you can look and you see the nuclear reactors that they're building and the whole thing at CERN. There's those, they call them portals now, but you can see those, they have those, we got them in metal, but they made them in stone structures. And it did the same thing. The nuclear reactors and stuff that we have right now are based on the design of the ones, the ones they found, right? Stargates, exactly. And those were built in stone. Not in all this high tech metal and all of this that we got now. Theirs was stone. Yeah. If you look at a nuclear reactor and then look at the stargates, we ain't dealing nothing new. Scientists are liars. They are copycatters as well. The first people already did it. Yeah, right upside your head and does. We went through a reset. We did. And just like Noah's son, was it him that went back and got the hidden knowledge after the flood? Or Shem? Which one went back and found the mountain? I can't remember y'all right now. One of them went back and found the information, the magic stuff. He traveled, and the angels led him to the I think it was him. I think it was him, but it might have been Shem. Was it Shem? Okay, it was Shem. Okay, Shem went back after the water had subsided. He traveled over the world and got all of that hidden knowledge because you got to remember he knew it existed before. They was trapped on that boat. It was scrolls and stuff on the boat, y'all. And then it also makes sense as to when like they go digging in Egypt and all these places around the world, and they go down several layers or several thousand feet or 100 feet or whatever, that there are all of these scrolls in these pots. Well, as it started to rain all over the world. So the Asians, the Turks, like everybody went and started hiding their scrolls because they didn't want them to be ruined with the water. Same way we put our stuff in plastic tubs, they was using them terracotta pots and stuff back in the day. So when the water and the mud and all of that, it preserved it. It preserved it. And God knew that was gonna happen. He knew that we was gonna go digging because we knows he trying to find the ancient knowledge. Ooh, ain't nothing changed. Um, Everything's still happening the same. He knew we was gonna go looking. Curiosity killed the cat the first time and is about to kill the cat the second time too. I don't think we got 9 lives, so he only said 2. This physical one and the spiritual one, and that's it. So let's get going. All right. Now that you know they had no kids, so not everybody had a cell phone. Think about that. But I'm sure a lot of the elite did because they got to fly. They got to. I know y'all over there like, let me go get some coffee because this is they had cell phones back then. That's crazy. You hear me? What y'all think y'all kids gonna say? Who still got their old Nokia? See, this is why you don't need to throw your old phones away. Because if you still got an old Nokia, this is a history lesson for your children. An ancient history lesson. So if you still have an old Nokia, you show your kids or your husband or whoever, your wife, your sister, brother, people at the job. If you have an old Nokia, get online, you screenshot that, or even on your other social media. Screenshot that and screenshot your Nokia. And ask them, now, how did this happen? Google says the phone is 800 years old and was found in Australia. Okay. And we know they carbon dating really don't work because it show us all the way back over there that they had them. They can't let us know that it was that far back. They change them dates all the time. They didn't even say carbon dating ain't even really a real thing. It's something they came up with just because, like Darwin's theories and stuff. Mm-hmm. Cause the Anunnaki lived longer than 800, so we know they trying to play with them dates. But even 800 years ago is nuts. That Nokia was from 800, even if it was, we'll say we'll give them 800. That's crazy. We ain't even had cars for 1,000 years, have we? How long cars been here? About 300 years? 400? 300? 2? 1700s or something? We didn't have cars in the 1600s, did we? In 1835, we did it. 100. About 200. 1886. Hmm. Hmm. So we didn't get cars till 100 or so years ago, but they had a cell phone 800, a Nokia. Okay, hold on though. So does this not go along with what we already talked about? You already know. Right, Queen, because we just looked at something from wherever, right? But look at this though. Look at this though. Excuse me. Our scrying mirrors, their scrying mirrors are our tablets and iPads and our phones. Liquid crystal display, they already had it. Even in a crystal balls, they already had that technology to be in one place and use liquid crystals to see somewhere else far away and see exactly very clear what a person was doing, who was around. They could change the channel and go from castle to castle looking into people's houses. You mean like we do right now? Y'all remember me asking y'all, how old is airplanes? Or even the hang gliding? How long does that go back? And how far can you go when you paraglide or hang glide or whatever? Yeah, a box that showed images. Yep, I believe it. And Enoch was tucked away. 125 years. 1891. Okay. Right. Right. If hang gliding came in 1891, how were they taking flight and being lifted up in the air 2,000 years ago when it says that someone was lifted up from Jerusalem and sat down in Syria? The Bible tells us all the time that the prophets and stuff was lifted up into the air and taken somewhere else. And it was a dust cloud that came around them. And then we go and we look back at the ancient hieroglyphs and different things, and it shows helicopters and flying saucers and all of these things. So then, it's been right in front of our face. We just didn't know where to look. We did not know where to look. Okay, come on. I just be wanting y'all to see what I be seeing when I be seeing stuff. And this is why I had to go get out, not all of these books, because a lot of those y'all seen, but the books that I have and the studies that I've done and the screenshots that I got and the map books and all of that. That's why I had to get them. I'm like, this can't be real. Let me go get it on the book. This is the internet. Go to the library. Boom, it's right there. I'm like, no way. This is why the Bible say they got eyes, but they don't see, and they got ears, but they don't hear. You don't even really understand what you're reading. You hear me? So they use liquid crystal display. They had helicopters. They had watches. They had phones. They had iPads. They had. We ain't doing nothing new. Why are we talking about new technology? Lies, and that's funny because the same spirits that were here back then in physical body, a lot of them are now here as the aliens and skinwalkers. We about to read about a skinwalking situation just shortly. Come on, let's go. Look here. So it's about to be a skinwalking situation right in here, right? Just come on. So it says the Lord won a great victory. Oh no, we did that already. 7. So it says Jonathan called David and told him the whole conversation. Called him and told him the whole conversation. He brought him to Saul, and David was with Saul as before. Once more, war broke out, and David went out and fought the Philistines. He struck them with such force that they fled before him. Now, watch this. 9. But an evil spirit from the Lord came on Saul as he was sitting in his house with his spear in his hand. I'm going to read that again. Yeah. You caught that, John. Here we go. But an evil spirit from the Lord came on Saul as he was sitting in his house with his spear in his hand. Now, how would God send an evil spirit onto a person? Or or cause them to inhabit a skinwalking experience. Now listen what I'm saying now. God called David to the palace, did he or did he not? Not that he allowed it, Mark Anthony. Listen, it says, but an evil spirit from the Lord. And I read it in a couple versions. All of them say sent from God. Like I'm like, wait a minute, what? Even though I've seen this before. Okay. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask y'all a question? Did y'all actually think that God was gonna let anybody less than him really control his creation? If humans can write an angel's sigil down and say some words and summon a demon to do their bidding, why do you think that God wouldn't have control? Okay, let's run it back to Solomon. Solomon is the Lord of the Rings because God sent a ring through Michael for him to control the demons. So yes, I know Lucifer and his homeboys be mad that you still got to do my daddy bidding. If he call on you, you got to go. Why y'all be talking about y'all don't? He got authority over all. That's the bad and the good. If humans and witches can control spirits and make them do their bidding, why would God not be able to? If everything that Lucifer does is a mimic of what God does, and he sends spirits to do his bidding and traps them in things. Come on. God control the evil spirit. It's just like somebody like, oh, I'm the boss. And then I don't know what they call it. The person that's right under the mob boss. What are they called? The person right under the mob boss. Are they a kappa? What's it? What I don't know what the name of them is. The person that's right under the mob boss. So you a lieutenant, a cappy. Okay, that's okay. A capo. Okay, okay, cappy, capo. Okay. So I thought it was yeah. Okay. So it's like the capo. Like yeah, ain't nothing moving until I say and woody 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 woo. And then the mob boss come in and everybody like he like nah, cause I run this whole organization and that and donut and they like oh, what's up, boss? Well, how you doing, boss? I'm sorry. He's sitting in boss chair and he making like he make, but you only have the power that the boss give you. You have more power than other people, but you still in control of the boss. I mean, you're still under the control of the boss. Right, you a supervisor. And ain't nothing wrong with being a supervisor, but I'm just saying. When he away, yeah, you do what he do, but you still really can't make no moves unless he say okay. Because if you step without him knowing, you're gonna have to answer to the boss, right or wrong. And then you in danger. Because you don't know what he gonna do, because he don't know if he can trust that you gonna make the right decisions when you ain't around. When he ain't you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with these evil spirits. God let them have their dominion. He let them do what they gonna do because they have been assigned to that because of what they did. But don't get it twisted. He did. You see what I'm saying? Do you remember the guy said everything that the devil meant for bad, he was going to turn it around and use it for his good? Y'all don't think that that meant the demons too? He don't really got to use angels to unalive nobody if he can control the demons and make them go do it. That way, ain't no blood on the angels' hands. And these are murderous beings anyway. You hear me? You was gonna do it anyway. And I know that sounds like crazy, but as you read, you will see, like, once God done put you in a place, he could use you over there too for his bidding. Everything in this creation is gonna move the way he wanted to. You can go against it, but it's still gonna work out for his good. The Grim Reaper, exactly. The spirit of death, exactly. The spirit of death is under the control of God because he can't take a life or a soul until God says it's okay. They, I don't know if it's a he or she, because it says death is, what is it? What is it? I can't think of the word. Androgynous. It says death is androgynous, so that's both male and female. Gender fluid, right? Yeah. Death is both. Yeah, right. It's gender fluid, right. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let's keep going. All right. Which makes sense because there's female killers and male killers, so we know that to be true. Okay. So once more war broke out, and David went and fought the Philistines. He struck them with such force that they fled before him. But an evil spirit from the Lord came on Saul as he was sitting in his house with his spear in his hand. While David was playing the lyre, Saul tried to pin him to the wall with his spear. But David eluded him as Saul drove the spear into the wall. And that night, David made good his escape. Saul sent men to David's house to watch it and to kill him in the morning. But Michal, David's wife, warned him, if you don't run for your life tonight, tomorrow you'll be killed. Stop. I don't know if y'all paid attention, and I don't know if y'all know this story or not, but it's a lot of women that told their husbands or baby daddy or brother or daddy not to leave the house because if you leave here tonight, you will not be alive in the morning. And guess what happened? All the hair on my body is standing up. It's some young men in here. You need to listen. If your mama say don't go nowhere, you sit down. If your mama say I don't got a good feeling about you leaving, you stay home. God be giving people visions of your death and you don't even know, but they don't want to speak it. So they say, baby, just don't go nowhere. Who you leaving with? Jesus. Ooh. Husbands, it's been some times your wife just said that ain't your friend. She don't want to say, I saw him in a dream with a pistol to the back of your head and you down on your knees or you ain't paying attention. You listen, there'll be warnings, portents that come. Jail too. God will send word to you that you need to sit down. I don't know who this is for. The first warning was don't let nobody know where you at because it's somebody that's looking for you. The second warning is you got to move right now because if you stay in this place, you won't be alive in the morning. This is two. One time he was told, don't go nowhere. The next time he was told, you better leave right now. No. You don't got no time. Go now. Go now. Stop talking. Get your bag and go. Get out. They on the way. You already know they watching you. I'ma cause a diversion. You go out the back. But again, he had to be put up. And if everybody knew everywhere he went, he would have been a sitting duck because the king is looking for David. I'm sure there was a bounty on his head, a nice one. The king looking for you? Oh, the king got that bag. Yeah, bro. What I'm going to get? You said the king looking. And now that we know that they had phones, where you running to? You said the king that put out a bounty. Ah, for real, nigga? You said what? You said he put out a thing and said kill David. You said what, bro? King Saul did that? You said what? How much is the bounty, bro? Hold on 1 second. Hey, bro, come here and listen to this. Because they had cell phones. You said 10,000 gold coins. Sounding like smart. You said 10,000 gold coins and some land with some water on it. Okay. Okay. And they want his head or what? Oh, for real? They said however you bring him back, long as he ain't living no more, bro. Okay. All right. And how long is this running? Bet. All right. I think I know where he be. I seen him over there. Yeah, he be over there on 21st Street. Yep. Over there with that little, yeah, the little baby. I seen him over there. Yeah. All right, bro. Bye. The king is looking for you. The king got that bag and all the hoes. That's all you had to tell a nigga is some money and some hoes over there. He ready. You said, what, bro? And he got that little spot over there. I've been eyeing that. I wonder if the king could give me that if I go on and get David together. Hey, y'all, let's ride. You hear me? Niggas then pulled out battle axes. You can't just run up on David anyway. This nigga killed giants. Thousands of them. Hundreds of thousands, maybe. You got to get your tools together. You hear me? You said what? You said David on his. Okay. What? This nigga got all his soldiers. They done put out the best weapons they got. All of them. You said what? You said, oh, I like it up close in person. You said you gotta get him. You gotta get to him first, cause he be throwing rocks and stuff. Well, I know where his little booty be. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get that up close and personal action. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sneak up on him and get him. You know what I'm saying? From the back. I'm gonna go on and I already know what to do. Put my little dip on him. Don't let it be you that's the sacrificial lamb, David. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hello. So has anything even changed right now? I'm gonna say one name. Sean Combs. He been a king for a long time, been able to do whatever he wants to. Remember, he the king of New York. Remember. He can touch people if he want to, but he ain't got to touch them. He got on people's head and stuff. Why, well, damn. Yeah. I've been on for actually 70 minutes. Queen Daddy walked in and said, she on this early? Walked in the kitchen. Good morning. Yes, I figured I would. I went to bed early. I went to bed at 7:30. Like, damn. Listen. Y'all know if I go to bed, listen. I can get up and get on here at 1 o'clock in the morning if I went to bed at 5. Y'all can watch the rewatch, then I can go back to sleep. Good morning. Queen, don't be getting me in trouble. Put me on your earphones. Got all my aunties and uncles hollering at me today. See, I knew he was going to be a troublemaker this morning. Trying to get me in trouble. Put me on your headphones. You know how you like, Uncle was downstairs. He not ready to let me spend the night. He gonna say I can't spend the night again. You gonna get me in trouble. It's about to get me in trouble. You were supposed to believe in your lips. Ooh. Listen. You said I'm in bed with the beats in my ears right now, in ears. Just put me in here. Brand new flavor in your ear. I don't even know. My dad loved that song. I don't even know the words. Grand Pooba and all of that. Those guys, those are my dad's like, that's his music. But that, wait a minute. It's tomatoes edge here. Hold on. Okay, so come on, y'all. We gotta get to it. Okay. So now that we know that David's wife 10 toes down. Well, y'all want these jelly back Christian words. Moving on. All right. Okay, let's ask that question, and then I gotta go to the bathroom. Do y'all think these super sanctified wives will be willing to do what Michelle did for David? This the king. You know how they feel about the bishops and stuff. Not if it goes against the pastor. Oh, okay. Even if it's in God's plan. Okay, here we go. And she said, if you don't run for your life tonight, tomorrow you will be killed. So so Michelle let David down through a window. Didn't I tell y'all about this? Look at all my grade. That's what you call it too. What's that hard stuff we be putting in our hair? That. I told y'all I might have to let them up the window or let them down with this good old locks. You hear me? You never know. She had to let him out the window. Rapunzel, let down thy hair. What if Rapunzel is actually the David story of his wife, Michelle, letting him down out the window on her hair? Y'all seen that black lady? Y'all seen that black lady and her hair goes off the second floor balcony all the way out of her living? Go look up the black woman with the longest locks and tell me how long they is while I go to the bathroom. Her hair looks just like a braided rope. It's a black lady right now. How long is her hair, y'all? She can stand on the second floor of her house. It hit the floor and go all the way out the door. And it crossed the living room. It ain't just at the door. It's crossing the whole living room too. What happened? What did I not see? Yes. I looked for your email too. I didn't see it. Where did you email me at, Miss Lady? No, it's longer than 7 feet. Her it's 19 feet. Yeah, it's way longer than 7 feet. Oh, you said it's okay. The longest lock, 60-year-old, Claremont, Florida, 19 feet. There you go. And somebody got them 110 feet. I wouldn't. You see that? Her stuff go all the way to the ground and all the way out the door. They 110 feet now? They 110 feet long. What's her name? Aisha Zulu or Asha Zulu? 110 feet. 110 feet is a long way. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down thy hair. Don't it look like that hair would probably be strong enough if she was braced against something and somebody was holding it to climb up? Y'all thought I was playing. Growing his hair to the ground. I'm just saying. She let him out. It say a rope. Different versions. It could have been her hair. She has to roll it in a ball to travel. Exactly. You said I'm about to grow locks. I'm trying to see how you get you. How y'all think it was African women hiding their babies in their hair? It was African women and women of color hiding their infants in their hair. For real. If they about to come kill your baby and you got all of this hair and you can rock your baby to sleep like this, and you know that you can have a woman hide your baby and you tie your hair up, but it's open at the top. They're not looking on the top of your head, and you can look weaving baskets. Come on, y'all. Y'all seen Ricky Lake? Y'all thought that was just new? I actually end up like meeting the stylist that used to be on there. She from Indianapolis too. The one that used to make the birds fly out people here and stuff. She's still cold too. Mm-hmm. Think about all the stuff they hide in here. And if your hair is 110 feet, she can have a baby in that ball of hair. All the baby need is air. You mean to tell me she couldn't have a newborn in there? Right? Yeah. This is why it was such a thing when women back then had to cut their hair. Could you imagine God being mad at everybody and that's how long your locks are and God says shave your hair bald? What? Not buzz cut, bald. Ski bald. You've been growing your hair for 20 years. God been pleased with you for 20 years, and then you do something, he says, shave it bald. The world is going to see your embarrassment. Now, cut them beautiful locks off your hair since you didn't use them to do this and do that. Shave it. Even the men that grew their hair long. This is why the Egyptians, they hair, them is the same things y'all see the Rastas wearing. It's that same cone thing because they locks it so don't they gotta wrap them in a tube. A lot of them was not bald head under there. Not all of them. Because you see too many of the guys that had locks. The guys. Just like in it's not Terminator. What is it? Not Alien. What's the other one? Is it Terminator? What is it? With the clear black big guy. What's his name? With the clear alien thing. I can't think of what it's called. What is it? Predator. Did the Predator have locks? Did y'all see the technology that the Predator had? Did y'all see the strength and how much bigger Predator was than Arnold Schwarzenegger? He was able to be not seen and seen. You mean like an octopus? And we know that the fallen angels went into the sea life. So if you think about it, if he's able to materialize and then blend in and you don't know he's right there, maybe somebody made it with an octopus. What color is octopus blood? Or their ink? Is it black? Or is that a squid? That's a squid. A lot of times it's black though, right? What color? His blue, purple, purple, black. Okay, his blood glue. Did it glow? What, a different color? What color did his blood glow? It was green. Okay. Can I ask you a question? What are they using to make the lights glow? What is that they call it? That comes from the fish? The not the plankton. The things that glow. What do they call it? The blue that makes luminescent. And they get that from where? They use it for fluorescence. They get that from where? Bioluminescence. Where do they get them from? Jellyfish and different sea animals and whatnot, right? Okay. So the fact that he's able to be see-through, a gelatinous substance, and then solid, and his blood glows green, could we assume that Predator maybe, just maybe, was one of the fallen angel's children? When we look at his size, his muscle structure, how his blood pours out, what the technology that he had, and the fact that he had locks. And where was they at? Wasn't they in the jungle? Or somewhere like that? The Egyptians did have electricity. They had cell phones. You need a cell phone to charge. I mean, you need electricity to charge your cell phone. Right? They are light bulbs too. We know this. Yep. They starting early. You seen it. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the restroom. Excuse me, y'all. Give me 1 second. Please. Well, not 1 second, but y'all know. Give me some time. Sorry, y'all. I want to say this too. Hopefully, this lesson teaches you to look around you and see what was already here before. Now, do you see why I don't beg y'all, but I ask y'all to go looking at the old bookstores. I ask y'all to go. Don't try to put just, if God pointed out books to you, you just keep being drawn to a book. Get it and put it on your shelf. You don't got to read it right now. It might be information that you're not even going to have access to for 2 years. You just need the books. Right? Like when I went and got this book from the Goodwill, this letter book, never knew. I mean, I've had it for years. I bought it for 50 cents at the Goodwill. Never knew how important. I bought that in 2012. Never absolutely ever knew. I liked it. It was stacked up with some other books in front of my fireplace. I didn't really look through it like that. I would when I was showing my kids stuff. But I didn't know that 10 years later, it was going to mean a lot to the world. I spent 50 cents for it at the Goodwill. I wasn't tripping. It looked nice in front of my fireplace. I looked in it. I said, oh, this is interesting, you know, but didn't know when 10 years later, after God was going to allow me to acquire a lot of different information, that I was going to be able to show the world, no, Phoenician literature was first. Then it got broke off into this and this and this and this. And this is how we got these names. This is why I be trying to tell y'all, don't try to put all the pieces together right now. Just get the info. If God is telling you to get books, you go to the Goodwill. He keep pointing, you can't pass it. You pick it up again, get it. It don't matter right now. Just put it on the shelf. I'm trying to tell you. Because it'll be information in there that you're not ready to receive yet, or you don't have the other pieces, so it won't make sense. But you get what you're supposed to get. Get all the information. You hear me? Yeah. It's my letter book up there that I bought. I can't think of exactly what it's called, but it's this one right here. It's tearing up too. I'll be trying not to move it that much. It's the book that I showed y'all that has like how the letters changed and all that. I can't think of what it's called. The Alphabet something. Okay. You need a new lock? Somebody just got in your house, Miss Ida? What? I thought you was being... Somebody broke in your house and you talking about it's crazy in here. Oh. Oh, I ain't worried about it. Let them do whatever they gonna do. If y'all don't realize them people don't got no life, they don't have no life at all to come. That's the only way they gonna get attention. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, don't ask them. That's what they want. They trying to move up. Negative attention is better than no attention. I told y'all, we studied on that about our society. People don't want to be known for positive things. They want to be known for being annoying, evil, rude, nasty. Like, I don't want to be known for any of that stuff, and I'm not giving attention. Like I told y'all, my kids cut up. I did not, oh, baby, what's wrong? I walked the hell away from you. Or get down here and clown with you, whichever you want. But what I'm not about to do is this stupid stuff. I don't reward bad behavior at all. And that's the problem. Well, nothing. You better get away from me. And that's why they keep being badder and badder and badder and badder and badder, because you keep rewarding bad behavior. No. Like I told y'all, my kids tore up a toy, they didn't get another one. I'm not getting insurance on nothing. You write on your baby doll's face, you will not get another one. You cut her hair, I'm not buying you another one. I don't got money to waste. Or it's going to be a long time before you get another one. I don't reward bad behavior. You tear up something, you about to be in there mad. Because you ain't going to have nothing. You don't keep up with your clothes? Okay. I'm going to get you stuff, but it ain't going to be what you think. I'm not rewarding no bad behavior. I'm not buying you no $7,000 phone for you to talk crazy and ain't. I told y'all, my kids bought their own phones. So just in case you get ready to think you about to talk crazy to me, it won't be on the phone that I pay for. I don't care. They was 15, 16. You're going to pay for it. If you want a $700 iPhone, you better even get a job or start babysitting or something. Because what I'm not going to do is let you talk crazy to me on the phone that I pay for. Absolutely not. You'll be paying for it. It was like, that's mean. No, it ain't. No, it's actually not. It ain't. I guess you can talk crazy because you pay for that phone. I won't be paying for it for you to hang up in my face and all of that stuff. I wish I would. Nope. It ain't. You said you teach me a lot and I'm 32. Honey, listen. I did. You can ask my kids. They bought all their phones. My daughter, she about to pay her second phone that she bought off. She said, Mom, that went fast. See how they do when you just pay for it yourself? So when you don't answer, I don't got to come over there and want to tear your stuff up. Bust down your door. Hit your shit. Listen, you better leave me alone. Bust down the door, slap your shit. Just to know let you know CERCA ain't having that. Like, what? And Will? Listen. You heard my kids say she kicked down the door and Will. Broke that bad boy in half. 2 or 3 punches and 1 kick. It was off the hinges. Don't play with me. Hey. Don't play with me. What door I ain't about to get in? Lock it if you want to. I got a key. Kicking straight through that bad boy. Right, right. Stop putting all my information out on the internet. I thought I was a bad parent. Why do these kids have phones and don't answer them in the same house? Do you pay for it? Do they pay for it? See, now if they pay for it, but if you pay for it, oh hell no, girl, you playing? No, they do that because you let them. My kids answered the phone because they already knew. See, get this though. Let me tell you what's even crazier for that. The phone was in my name. They phones was in my name. But you gonna pay? Oh, see, it's only driving you crazy because you let it. Because let me tell you what I did to my 16, 17-year-olds. I don't know what provider you through, but I had that parent stuff on there. Well, my oldest daughter, she was a junior in high school. She gonna call herself not answering my call and not answering my text. I got online and made it to where the only person that she could call and text was me. It's a thing on there where you can have incoming calls and you can allow whose phone can come. Girl, I don't play that. You're right. You ain't got to answer, but you can't call nobody and they can't call you. The only person you gonna talk to is me. So you said you're not listening. You said you don't have to answer. Fine. What you gonna do with the phone you can't do nothing with? You can't text nobody. You can't receive no text. You can't call nobody. And the app thing ain't even gonna work. That whole extra line thing, because I didn't shut down all of that. You can turn parental control. I'm trying to tell you. You said you ain't gonna answer. I bet you they'll start answering every time you call. And I would do it every other day. You want to think because you got your phone? I don't care. You gonna talk to the most important person in your life, the person that can help you, your mama. Yeah. You can go in there and type in that they can only call you, they can only get text from you, what websites they can go to. Y'all be playing. I'm trying to I don't care. Carry that phone around all day. Only thing you're gonna be able to do with it is take pictures. And you can't send them to nobody. So they gonna be in your little archives. She had an iPhone and I did it with Androids. I did it with all of them. It's through your carrier. You said you ain't gonna talk to who? You said you gonna ignore who? You said you ain't gonna text back who? You ain't too busy to talk. Oh, I didn't see it. I was busy. Okay. Looks like you just got unbusy. Oh, you said yes, ma'am. Family link through Google. There you go. See, they got more things now. I was using Norton antivirus through the one I was going through. My bro said he's gonna skin my mama and wrap me in it. They help it. Listen. Make sure they can't download that because that's how my child went around it. That's what I'm saying. Well, see, that's what I mean. If you get Norton antivirus, you can put a thing on there to where they can't they can't even go to the Play Store. It ain't gonna work. They gonna get there, but you can make it to where whatever website they try to go to, it ding your phone first. And you can turn off when the internet, when they're able to access the internet. Y'all playing, honey. They couldn't do nothing. Nothing. You can turn on when they have internet access. If you want to be petty, you can put this thing set down to like 2 years old. It won't let them get on nothing. Ain't no website set up for no 2-year-olds. You can set the age. Google has like a age warning thing on there, but you can do it to where they got to ding your phone every time they even try to go on a Play Store. Yep. Even on them tablets, you can set it. Yep. You better answer or you're going to be real sad. They got to ask permission to get on anything. Ooh, wait, I used to be on fire. You said, you heard me call you that time, huh? You heard me call you that time. You heard me to tell you to do your dishes. You heard me to tell you to do your laundry. You heard me to tell you to clean your room. Oh, you heard me. Now, see, now you're not too busy. You got unbusy real fast, didn't you? And did. And will. Not for no phone I pay for. And that's why the second time around when they got their little phone, you're gonna pay for it. You don't pay your bill, you won't have one. I don't care. Something not gonna nothing to do with me. You said whole phone shut down permanently and will. Y'all, I was a gorilla parent. If you know about gorilla imping, I was a gorilla parent. Hiya, come here. Now see what you made me do? Now come on, let's go get some clothes, but don't do it no more. He was outing the government. Yeah, because that looked like explosives. I didn't know he was outing the government, but I did see that. And now y'all see why CERCA be on the stuff she be on. And why I don't be moving around too much. And all of that. I be trying to tell y'all. I tell the peoples. I'm damn near thinking it's the dude back here, too. Him and them. That's what I think. The dude back behind me and her. He kept saying his neighbors was watching him. I'm trying to. So when I say it, I'm crazy. I be trying to tell y'all. I tried to tell y'all. I done caught everything before they did it, and then the GOV showed up on my damn thing. I told y'all when I got back, my damn PlayStation said it had been turned off and turned back on. I don't never unplug it. I'm trying to tell y'all when I came back, it looked like my door had been jimmied open. Like they popped it out. Nothing was missing though. Last year. And then they put them cameras in and all this old stuff. And then my internet member. And then, yeah, I already knew when they came and they shut me down. And these two things is on two different emails. And they shut me down at both times and blocked me on both of these at one time. Y'all remember? They shut down both of these at one time. These ain't even on the same email. You hear me? Yeah. Now y'all see why I move the way I do. I told y'all my friend, man, listen. Yeah, they played that dude. They was outside working on the pavement, so-called fixing water breaks. It was the whole government. Them same niggas that was busting up the ground, bust down his door. I don't trust work trucks. And oh yeah. And I be paying attention. That is not normal. Spidey senses is tingling. But folks get prideful and just be thinking that, I don't play none of that. And don't. That part. Anyway, come on. I believe it. All right. So, okay, here we go. 11. It says Saul sent men to David's house to watch it. When we just talking about that. We just talked about it. So Saul sent men to David's house to watch it and to kill him in the morning. You mean like they just did the man in Virginia? Okay. But Michelle, David's wife, warned him, if you don't run for your life tonight, tomorrow you'll be killed. So Michelle let David down through a window and he fled and escaped. Then Michelle took an idol and laid it on the bed, covering it with a garment and putting some goat's hair on his head. So like a statue or how we would do the dummies. And put some goat's hair on it. So, because they knew that David was in there. They saw them before they saw them. You hear me? That part. Right, Miss Nicole. Okay? So it said when Saul sent the men to capture David, Michelle said he is ill. Then Saul sent the men back to see David and wait a minute. Can we give a round of applause for these women in the Bible? They used to keep these niggas safe while niggas be talking about it just ain't nothing. Real ones is. Real ones is. Now, maybe them you messing with ain't nothing. Real ones gonna do what they do, boo. Real ones be scoping. I told y'all one time when the guy that I was with before my husband is crazy. We sit in a situation at a family party, but this person I know really don't care for him. They really scared of him. So I'm sitting behind him. They all playing the game, and this dude don't even realize it's the way the dude got the pistol laying. All he got to do is pick it up and shoot. That's it. And they going back and forth. He playing the game. Now I know my person ain't worried about it. He'll beat the dog mess out of everybody in here. They all scared of him. But scary niggas will kill you. Saying that, when I saw, I kept peeping. I'm like, okay. So I got up, like, got him on his shoulders, creaked around. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, I want to play. Sat down in his lap and started, while they playing. And I whispered in his ear, you better get up. That nigga got a pistol pointed right at your back. I said, don't look now. Wait till I get up. I'm going to go to the bathroom, go in here and get something to drink. But you might want to move or tell him to put that up. And there's kids in here. I got up, went to the kitchen, got something to drink. And he turned around and was like, hey, boy, what is you doing? There's kids in here. Put that up. You don't even realize you pop wrong. This nigga about to pop you. And I got to get home. So, and if y'all fighting over the gun, the kids is right above us upstairs in this room. So it's going to be bullets going through the floor into the room where the kids are if y'all wrestling over the gun. Absolutely not. I be thinking about that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? I'm peeping. I'm not just, hey, nah. I done ran through everybody, see who keeping their hands in their lap, everything. Who keep running back and forth to the car, who come in, and when they was first dancing, they dancing like this. Now they dancing like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching. I gotta go home. Watch a nigga face. You been cool. The liquor hit the bottom. Now you frying all up every time you dancing on. It's about to be some trouble. It's time to go. Because you ain't there no more. Somebody else is there. Come on now. You said when I be saying I be leaving, we are leaving now. Trying to tell you. And I ain't perfect. Head on a swivel. I don't want to be so out of it and messed up that I can't see what's going on around me. That part, oh, you scared. No, I'm alert. Exactly. Kept your butt alive. I do not want to be so out of it that I don't know what's behind me. I can't be, That's why I be scared. But this is how a lot of our young people are dying. They so gone. They spirit, can't even pick up that they should have anxiety right now, that they should be nervous because they so gone. They just gone. Zombied out. I don't ever want to be like that. And I tell my kids, When you go places, don't be the drunk person. You do that at home. But when you going out, make sure you got your water. Don't sit your drinks down. Like, if you gonna go, I better give you the game. You hear me? If you gonna do it, me not giving you how to protect yourself is stupid. I'm setting you up for failure. If you gonna go anyway, come on. You said that's what a soldier do and do and do. Oh, I'm gonna let you bump your head. You gonna be the one crying if something happened to your baby, and you could have gave them the skills to get out. Oh, okay, well you gotta live with that. Whatever happens, you gotta live with it because you could have told them. Oh, I ain't telling you nothing since you want to be hard headed. Well, that's gonna hurt you still. I'm giving them the game whether they want to listen or not, because maybe it'll click in when you're in a situation and you'll hear my voice. But if I don't tell you nothing, then you ain't even got nothing in there to go on. Plenty of times my kids came to me and said, Mom, thank you. Thank you for what? Cause you don't even be knowing, but I do. That's why God let me tell you the story right before you got ready to go do what you was gonna do the next week, because it was about to happen to you. That ain't happened in 30 years, and I just told you, just random. And then you go somewhere the next weekend, and the scene is exactly like I explained it to you. Okay, that means ill-equipped, exactly. Come on, we can't just raise them. We have to train them. And do, Jesse. And a lot of people don't, and then they be wanting to cry. Well, what did you do right by them, or did you just buy them everything? Did you do right by them, or did you just buy them everything? Because just because you fly don't know how you mean you know how to pay bills, cook. I mean, your hair fly, little girl. Boy, that line, Chris. But what can you do? It's a lot of expensive non-valuables walking around. They cost a lot of money, but they ain't worth it. But they got all the expensive stuff, though. The latest iPhone, the Yeezys, or whatever they is, the bags, the Chanel bags, the $300 nails, and all of that. But they ain't worth nothing. Ain't got no skills. Don't know how to nothing. I'd rather my daughters wear some cute Walmart jeans and a cute crop top, but they own their stuff, than for them to be slaved and their bills is late. So now they gotta go see old Mr. Tucker so they can pay their bills. No. Right, not to mention $1,000 wig installs. That crazy mess. Mm-mm. Listen, it's crazy. All right, we almost done. Here we go. So Saul said to Michelle, why did you deceive me like this and send my enemy away so that he escapes? Michelle told him, he said to me, let me get away. Why should I kill you? And that's supposed to say, why shouldn't I kill you, or I will kill you? Right? The translation says basically she lied and said that David said, if you don't let me get out of here, I'm gonna kill you. When really she the one that told him they gonna kill you if you don't leave. But how many times have people done that? They still do that in cases right now. They told me if I didn't go along with it, they was gonna kill me. So I had to go along. So then that's not new. And really they was a part of the plan. They was to get her. See, it ain't nothing changed. It's all still same stuff. I'ma provide a cover and you get out the back door. tell you. All right. When David had fled and made his escape, he went to Samuel at Ramah and told him all that Saul had done to him. Then he and Samuel went to Naioth and stayed there. So he kept moving. Word came to Saul, David is in Naioth at Ramah. So he sent men to capture him. When they saw a group of prophets prophesying with Samuel standing as their leader, or standing there as their leader, the Spirit of God came on Saul's men and they also prophesied. Did y'all get that? So the soldiers went looking. Samuel and the prophets was praying and prophesying. And as soon as they got to where they was at, the Holy Ghost dropped on them too, and they started prophesying. Saul's soldiers. Really? Okay. Saul was told about it, so he sent more men. They prophesied too. So he done sent two groups of dudes down here to kill David. And as soon as they got where the prophets was, they started prophesying too. The Holy Ghost fell on them and they couldn't do nothing. You said what? Hilarious. Be careful who you trying to go hurt. You don't know how God gonna use you. All right. Saul was told about it, and he sent more men, and they prophesied too. Saul sent men a third time, and they also prophesied. Finally, he himself left for Ramah and went to the great cistern at Seku. And he asked, "Where are Samuel and David?" "Over in Naioth at Ramah," they said. So Saul went to Naioth at Ramah, but the Spirit of God came even on him, and he walked along prophesying until he came to Naioth. He stripped off his garments, and he too prophesied in Samuel's presence. He lay naked all that day and all that night. This is why people say, "Is Saul also among the prophets?" God slayed him in the spirit, naked. Naked. You couldn't even get up. The Spirit of God was on you so heavy. God had him pinned to the ground with the Spirit like that. Go on and tell him what's going to happen. Tell him. You going to tell him? You going to tell him all the stuff? Go on and tell him. Tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him. Tell me that's not crazy. You be careful who you think you about to go hurt. You be careful who you think you about to do dirty. You be careful about plotting against people because you never know what's going to happen. Don't play with God. You hear me? And don't. He sent 3 groups of men, and when they couldn't get it done, he went his own self, and he got slain in the spirit too. And will. And that didn't mean, you see, it said God's Spirit fell on him, not in him. On him, not in him. There are times when the Spirit of the Lord will fall on a person, but that's still different from it being in a person. You hear me? It was not in him. You ain't never been to church and felt that heaviness, and then you felt like you wanted to cry, and all the you getting chills, and all of a sudden you feel that. That's the Holy Ghost sitting on you. It's different when it's on the inside. I promise you it is. It's different. It can fall on you, but that don't mean it's in you. You hear me? The Holy Ghost was not in them because they was going to murder God's anointed. So we know the Holy Ghost could not have been in them because they was going to murder God's anointed. It was on the outside. Mm-mm. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for a specific thing. All right, y'all. Do me one favor. Go to 1 Samuel 21 and then 21 and 7. 1 Samuel 21 and 7. And then I'm going to get off of here. Well, I'll probably get back on a little bit later. Yeah, 1 Samuel 21 and 7. I'm in NIV. Okay. I had to go back and read some comments. Make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. Okay. So here we go. It says, now one of Saul's servants was there that day, detained before the Lord. He was Doge the Edomite, Saul's chief shepherd. And David asked Ahimelech, Don't you have a spear or a sword here? But I do. But I do. He said, you ain't got no weapons. I mean, you a sheep herder, but you ain't got even a little bitty dagger or nothing. How is you even gonna be able to pinch them? If they run up in here, what you got? You ain't got nothing. You ain't even got a fork. A butter knife? Nothing. Nothing. Did you? How you? Is you? Can you? Do you even got a broom you can beat him with? Anything? Nothing. Right. You hear me? He said you ain't got nothing there. A sword, a spear, a dagger, nothing. Hold on. Why you? A pair of scissors. I can make you ain't even got a pair of scissors and a stick and no tape. Oh, Lord. Listen here. You hear me? He ain't got nothing. Okay. It said, I haven't brought my sword or any other weapon with me because the king's messenger, he said, look, nigga, I had to get out. I barely got out, nigga. Nigga, my wife had to let her hair down. I creeped out and put my bush outfit on and was walking and I ain't got no sword, nigga. You ain't got nothing in here, not a knife, not a nothing. Oh God, it was an emergency. He like, what? I ain't even gonna be able to. You got a needle. I can put it on a. They were probably going through his stuff like this. You ain't got nothing in here, nothing. I mean, like nothing. Your wife ain't got no. She don't cook. Like you ain't got no knife or nothing. Like nothing. He like, nigga, I had to get out with the hair, by the skin of my chinny chin chin. Like, nigga, give me something. Anything, right? Oh, I'm just saying. Oh, God, trying to MacGyver something, right? Oh, Jesus. Right. He said, you ain't got a sword or spear or nothing. Nothing. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, nigga. I'm dead. You hear me? He said I couldn't bring my sword because I had to hurry up and leave. The niggas was kicking in the front door. You ain't got a 22 you ain't got nothing. A stun gun or anything. Do y'all realize that the magician's staff was like a stun gun? Didn't they send electricity into people? And people be like, and then they just explode. Ain't that the first stun gun? You hear me? Wouldn't that be a stun gun? Shooting electrical bolts through a person? Even though you ain't right there up on them? No? Because if the police shoot you with that thing and they send, you be doing the same thing they be doing when they point their staff at you. Right or no? See, I was about to say something funny, but I don't know if it's no kids in here. Is there kids in here? Ladies, when that man pointing his staff at you, ain't that what you do when the electricity get to going through your body? Don't you start to convulse in the same way? You got stunned, didn't you? Well, amen. Same thing. All the electricity, yeah, right. He zapped you with that good old. I'm just saying, all of the whenever electricity gets around, you said no. Well, everybody don't feel the electricity, so maybe never mind. It's the same thing. Have you realized that that's exactly what happens in a choo-choo train? until it builds up the pressure and the steam go out. We ain't gonna talk about it. It's the same thing. The pistons be moving, and if it ain't no oil in there, it's about to catch a fire and blow up. Okay, never mind. It's called a steam engine for a reason. You hear me? I'm just saying. It's a fire. Moving on. Y'all don't. I'm just saying, it's the same thing. You said, where is my inhaler? Listen here. Listen here. I'm just saying it'd be the same thing. It'd be the same thing. Moving on. See, once you understand the mechanics of things and you understand that stuff be all over the place, you say, oh, that's a, well, I see where they got that from. Right. Listen here. You said, I cannot. I just, we learning. Moving on. Okay. All right. All right. So now that we know he didn't ask for a sword at 9, the priest replied, the sword of Goliath, the Philistine, whom you killed in the valley of Eli, is here. Oh, yeah? I'm so sorry I talk crazy to you and ask you, did you even have a fork? He said, yeah, it is. Bet, that's exactly what I need. Listen here. You hear me? He in there talking crazy. He said, well, actually, I got a giant sword here. You remember Goliath, the dude you killed? His sword is here since you want to talk crazy. You hear me? After you done told my stuff up, now say it nice. Not only could I pinch I could cut her head out. Leave me alone. Right. Funny. Be careful who you be talking crazy to. They might have some stuff in their hands that you need. Right. Right. Yeah, right. I got a sword and you empty handed and the king is looking for you. So might want to watch your words. Who's gonna say an apology? Listen. Funny. He said it's wrapped in a cloth behind the ephod. If you want it, take it. There is no sword here but that one. David said, there is none like you. Give it to me. He said, that's what I need. He said, you're right. Ooh, yeah. Give it to me. I need that. You hear me? So you was talking crazy, talking about I ain't got nothing near her. You don't know what I got. Matter of fact, I got exactly what you need. Now, apologize. Nope, on your knees. Hop around on one foot. You don't have time for it. You do. You do. Now, say it nicely. Could you imagine? You just cussed the person out for not being able to give you a pistol and they got a whole Tommy gun in the back. You done told their stuff up, talk crazy, and don't even know they got the best thing you could ever get your hands on in their possession, but That nigga said, you ain't got a sword, a spear, or nothing. He didn't talk good and crazy. He said, actually, I do. Actually, I got the sword of Goliath, nigga. Actually, I do. Actually. He said, it's the sword. The only one I got is Goliath's sword, though. I don't need it. Now, how big was the sword, and why was David able to wield it? Go look up the giant swords that they found. They're standing next to them people. You know how heavy a sword is? Because this sword is not light. I'm telling you it ain't. And I know this ain't nowhere near the sword that Goliath had. But this is not light, especially with this cover on it. He said this whole thing. Right. You hear me? How was you able to wield that sword? And it's taller than you, David, probably. Be careful who you're talking crazy to. You never know what they got hidden behind the ephod. You never know. The other size of an adult. So how was you able to pick that up and swing it, David? Says slaying demons for God only. Wow. So with that, in Japan they found a 7-foot sword. So how, if you barely 6 feet, is you swinging something? Think about how heavy that is. So you swinging a giant sword when he answers David, right? Girl, y'all can hear it in your ears. How petty was the shepherd? Y'all don't feel the pettiness in here? You said it right, girl. Hilarious. He said, no, I don't got a spear, but I do got Goliath's sword. How about that? Since you want to talk crazy and come here and tear my stuff up and yell at me. You never know who got the crazies. You never know who got the goods. Why you talking crazy? This is why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. He said it don't look like nothing in here to you, but I got a treasure in here. Into exactly what you need while you talking crazy. You hear me? Yep. So I'm gonna get back on here in a little bit, but hopefully that made your little book senses tingle. First of all, to know that God sent an evil spirit in, or allowed him to inhabit Saul so that he could try to attack David. But God let David get away. Then David had to run. Then all the people that thought they was about to hurt David, God let the Holy Ghost fall on them, not in them, and they couldn't even get up and move. They had to stay right there where the prophets was. Y'all don't think that God did that so that David could get away? Wow. You hear me? And then he got to kill Goliath, but you just so happen to end up at a place asking for a sword. Yeah, 9 feet, right. And his sword, you said it was 5 times his weight. Does God send angels to wish for? Yeah, all the time. It says that they was lifted up. Yeah, Tima. Yeah. It's all over in the Bible. Elijah and them wished up on the wings and this person and yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, with that, right? Be careful who you're talking to. Because you never know who has exactly what you need in their hands. It don't matter what they look like to you. It don't matter if you think they should have it, because that was a shepherd. Why would a lowly shepherd have one of the best he said it ain't no sword like that sword, as a matter of fact. God led him to exactly what he needed. But it was in an obscure place, a place where he probably wouldn't even thought it would be. So this is why you can't say, oh, that can't be God, because you don't know what God got hidden over there for you. But if he put it out where everybody knew, you don't think Saul would have went and got it first? You don't think the soldiers would have went and got that? So they would have went and got that sword first? Some things need to be hidden so that it's there when you go to get it. Everybody don't need to know what's in your house or what's there or whatever it is. Like, and everybody don't need to know where you at. And watch the people, because some people might watch the door and let the people in. But if somebody tell you, hey, you need to chill out for a minute, especially if somebody you trust and they really don't ever be wrong about your life, and they say, sit down, you need to sit down. And when they say go, you need to go. You hear me? There was 3 portents that came, or 2 portents that came to David. Don't go nowhere. Don't let nobody know where you at. Then hurry up and leave, because they at the door. He definitely would have went for it. You already know. If this lesson don't teach you a lot, I don't know what will. Because Saul and David was 8 spoonfuls, and then with that son, they was the 3 musketeers, honey. And it changed quick. That's why I told y'all over here, I know y'all love me today, but you might not tomorrow. And that's why certain things I just don't do. Because you can love me amazingly today and want to take my life tomorrow. Real life. For whatever reason. You can hate me tomorrow. You love me, love me, love me, love me today. And you can hate me tomorrow. You don't know. You don't know. Always is into eternity, and you can't see that far, Trini. In real life. You can't see that far. Nope. You can't see that far. So you can't even speak that statement, say I love you forever, because you can't see into forever. You don't know what's going to happen. Old boy said, am I my brother's keeper? And they was 8 spoon coons, came up all the way. And then boom. You hear me? And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, in reality, we can't see in the future. Unless God allows it. You don't know what's going to happen. I'll love y'all as long as God allow me. How about that? That part. And then off this brother, he did. So, even in our words, sometimes we got to be careful. Because you don't know. I can say something tomorrow that turn you all the way off and you never come back here. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I love y'all. I'm about to go.